Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel, and I'm really grateful that you have tapped in here and or that you are going to get something valuable out of this video. So we're just sitting here and I realized something which was a very late realization, but I'm glad that I did. And as you have read the title, you must know now what is it. So you're really lucky if you have realized that your physical health is equal to your mental health. I will just start with a quick backstory. So all my life, I have been really active as a kid. Like I used to get engaged in a lot of physical activities, like any sort of games, any sort of sports. I've spent all my childhood cycling and, having fun, playing with my friends. So I was literally a very active kid. I have played multiple sports previously, but I never actually got into proper physical fitness. I was always just playing it because I really enjoyed it, but I did not even take care of my diet. I used to just have ghar ka khana, and I'm that person who does not like having junk food or who does not enjoy bahar ka khana every other day. I don't even crave for it. So that was a good thing for me. So I never looked into my diet. I didn't realize the importance of it, but I just kept being really active. And then suddenly, for some years, I just stopped doing any physical activity. I was literally at home, studying in college, giving my exams. My routine became really hectic, and then I got a job and I started working and everything. So I did not really find time to invest in some physical sport or in some physical activities. So I was just not doing anything. And then suddenly I becoming really weak, not able to eat properly. I had acne all over my face. I was feeling fatigue all throughout the day. And then when I got some blood test done, I got to know that I had an autoimmune disease, and that was my wake up call. And the decision at that time I took was leaving my job and taking care of my health completely. And then I joined gym, okay? And I really always liked the idea of working out and exercising. I kind of used to do some sort of home workouts while in COVID, but I did not really continue it because of my some schedule. And at home you're in that comfort zone. You're not able to do a lot of things. You're not able to get out of that comfort zone. But I always liked the idea of exercising, and being really fit and healthy. So I joined a gym and I completely started focusing on my physical health. Like I was working out 5 times a week. I was taking care of my diet. There were no junk, no sugar, nothing in my diet. It was all clean. There was perfect balance of protein, carbs, fats, and everything was there in my diet. And I actually was on cloud nine because I was feeling amazing. My energy levels were up high and I was active throughout the day. I was also working from home at that time, so that was a leverage for me. I was able to take out time for gymming and taking care of my diet, and everything I was doing perfect. And then suddenly certain things started happening and I started losing all the motivation. I was very inconsistent with my workouts. I stopped taking a proper diet, and then there came a point in my life where I completely stopped everything. I was not working out at all. I was at home whole freaking day. I was not taking care of my health. I was not having food. My appetite gone down, and I did not realize it, but all of this thing was happening because I was not mentally well. I was not in that mental condition where I would be, taking care of all these things. And while I used to go to the gym, I used to feel so strong. I gained a lot of strength, and I used to always feel very powerful, very confident. I used to, like कि मैं तो कुछ भी कर लूंगी, and I used to feel super, super, super good. But I did not realize that that feeling was very temporary. And when this tough time came in my life, I everything was just gone. My health was gone. I lost a lot of weight, and able I was not even able to focus on anything, like literally anything. I used to have like foggy brain all the time. And then one day I realized that, Ritika, just working on your physical strength did not do anything for you. Of course, it was very good for my body, for my strength. It did made some changes in my routine, my diet, and everything. But it was not doing anything for my mental health. I did not gain that mental strength by just going to the gym or just by doing some exercises. I realized that I need to work on mental level as well. And that was the biggest learning, that just by building physical strength I was not able to manage things inside my head. I was just becoming stronger on a physical level, but on a mental level I was still the same person. And that's when I understood that physical health and mental health both go hand in hand. Really important you take care of both the things. I've heard it from so many people ki, okay, I work out, that fixes my mental health. No babe, it's not going to fix your mental health. Trust me, you're gonna feel good for a temporary period, but it is not going to fix anything mentally. It is just going to make you feel good. That is it, nothing else. So I'm gonna share what are the steps that I did that actually fixed me mentally and physically both. Number one, I fixed all the basics: sleep, food, and routine. These three things I made sure I am having enough food which has good amount of protein, carbs, fats, vitamins. I am having enough sleep. So that is really very important for your recovery on the both mental and physical level. And then I made sure my routine stays consistent. So I should be waking up at the same time and I should be going to the sleep at the same time, because if the routine gets a little messy, you don't know when are you sleeping and you don't know when are you waking up. That actually irritates a lot. So your brain loves predictability. So when it knows that okay, you're gonna sleep at this time, you're gonna wake up at this time, you are going to be productive a 100%. So this is something that I fixed. I started moving my body regularly. Even days when I didn't feel like working out, I go to the gym, I work out, and I try to give my best. Even if it's 50%, I try to put all the 50% with all my heart and my strength. The next thing that I did was slowing down, and it was so important for my nervous system. I stopped doing anything in hurry. So even if I have to go somewhere, I would just take out some time. पहले से I would get ready आराम से. I started doing everything बोलते हैं ना आराम से. I've stopped rushing things. No matter if I have to go somewhere, even if I have an appointment, I would never rush. Even if I'm getting late, I would never rush, because that thing was really bad for my nervous system. So no matter what I do every single day, whatever I've been doing throughout the day, I do not rush things. I take everything slowly. And this is something helped me greatly. Next thing that I did was facing all of my thoughts and emotions. And how did I face my thoughts and emotions? I just sat with it. I did not push it कि भाई अगर ये thought आ रहा है I have to think something else. I always used to like okay no, I can't feel this, I can't sit with this emotion. Why am I feeling like this? Why am I getting anxiety? Why am I feeling sad? Why am I crying? I need to do something to feel much better. I stopped doing it completely. So the moment I feel bad, the moment I go through some emotions, the moment I want to cry, I just do it with all my heart. If the days when I want to cry, I just cry without thinking anything, that without questioning it. Why is this coming? Where is this coming from? I don't question anything. If I have some thoughts, I just let it come. I just let it flow. If I have some emotions I'm going through, I just let it come. I don't question it. I just let it come, because I have understood that it my emotions are just trying to tell me something. So I just figured out what they are trying to tell me and where it is coming from. That is it. And then everything was sorted. And how did I do it? I journal. So I still have my journal here. I have been journaling since months now, and it has helped me like anything. The moment there's some negative emotions, there's some thought, you just write it all down. And this has been a game changer for a person who used to be an overthinker. I carry my journal everywhere. So the moment I have some negative thoughts or negative emotions, I just write it down, and trust me, I feel super light like a feather, and it has helped me the most. It made me so calm. Whatever emotions, I just put it out in this journal, and whatever questions I have, I just write all of it down. And surprisingly, there's just one secret I want to tell you. I don't find answers, but the moment when I write all the questions that's been going inside my head, I somehow get all the answers. It just comes up randomly. So journaling helps a lot. And the next thing that I did was building small habits. The commitment that I do, I make sure that I am fulfilling all of it. I don't make huge promises to myself or huge commitments कि मैं आज ये कर लूँगी, I'll reach this, I'll do that. Just small habits that I want to follow, like to stay committed to that as long as possible. When I stay committed to certain habits, I actually feel good about it. The last thing that I'm going to tell you that helped me was asking for help. I've always been that person earlier where I just used to complain about anything and everything, and I used to not take suggestions from any people. I used to just feel कि बस वो मेरी बातें सुन ले, and then I did realize that I have to take help from people, and I could follow all of these steps just because I asked for help. So I took a professional help from a healer who helped me understand my patterns, who helped me recognize where I am going wrong, what are the things that I'm doing right. There were things that I was doing really wrong, and I just got to know कि, okay, these are the things that I'm doing wrong and these are the things that I'm doing right. So I got a lot of clarity in my mind. I got a lot of suggestions, lot of help from the coach, and it was a journey. It was a 1 month journey, and in that 1 month journey I discovered myself like anything. It was like I didn't know who is Ritika, and when I took help, I finally started knowing myself better. The best thing that I learned was self love. And that thing also, like, that thing changed my entire life, entire perspective about myself. I started respecting myself more. I started taking care of myself in a good way. Like, taking care of myself doesn't mean that I want to eat whatever I want, I want to do whatever I want. No, that's not. I just started taking care of myself in a much better way. I've started setting boundaries. I've started building that standard for myself, that which I was always aware of, but I was not able to do that because I didn't have any clarity. So asking help has been the biggest blessing of my life. And I'm not telling you to just ask help from a coach or a professional healer or somebody who would, or a therapist. It's okay. So you can start small. You can start taking help from your friends. There are a lot of people in your life who are your well wishers. Just go speak to them, speak to your parents, your friends, whomever you trust. Just speak to them. When we get into a zone where we don't feel like doing anything, we tend to disconnect from people who are our well wishers, especially our family. Don't do that. Don't be disconnected from people. It's okay. Try asking help. It is okay to ask help. I know it feel, as a person, I overthink a lot, so it's like if I ask for help I have to give back something. But it is never like that. You don't have to give anything. You can always ask for help, and trust me, it might just change your life. And your decision will only decide if you are going to be physically fit and mentally fit or not. Make sure whatever decisions you're taking for yourself, be very mindful about that. Be very mindful about your choices, and everything can be fixed. There's nothing as called permanent. Everything is just an experience. And if you're going through something, you're just experiencing things, you are going to learn a lot from it. And you're learning this because you have not learned it, so universe is just trying to make you learn some things. So just be a good student, learn everything, and don't take everything personally. Don't take everything heart to heart. It's okay, it's life. There has to be balance of good and bad. So just be patient, and always remember, you don't have to choose between physical health and mental health because both are important. So if you're working on your physical health and not mental health, please start working on your mental health. Start with some inner work, and you're gonna have an amazing life. Yeah, I hope that it helped you. It was a very impromptu video. I did not prepare anything. So if you want to see more of such content, make sure you subscribe and let me know in the comments if you liked it or not. And don't forget to share it with your friends who are going through a difficult time.